Welcome back to Manor Lords and this new ultimate beginner's guide, how you get the best possible start in Manor Lords. This is part 2. Part 1 is linked in the description, so go and check that out if you haven't seen that one yet. And if you are new to the channel, you know what to do. Take that axe and throw it at the subscribe button, because whenever there is a new update on this game, I keep you guys updated. And in the last episode, we finally got the logging camp going, or logging camp, sorry. And now we are getting logs, and that is one thing that I highly recommend that you do early. Get the logging camp up and running quickly, because you will always need logs. We also started the food production area over here, and as you can see, if we have a resource here and a job here, we will have the families that work here, they will also live here, and we will manually assign those to their job. I'm going to show you about that later. We also started this area. This is going to be the new food production area, and we're going to extend that over here as well, because right now we have 5 months of food left. Not great, not terrible, but winter is upon us, and now we're not getting any mushrooms. So that is something we're gonna look into that in today's episode. But that's all we did in the last episode. So grab your shield, sharpen your axe, and let the saga continue. And thank you all for the support in the last episode. Yes, love the comments, love the likes, love all the new subscribers that are joining this channel here. I also saw a couple of families, couple of people join the Discord server. Couple of families, jeez. Yeah, so thank you all that are joining the Discord server. There is a link in the description, and it is free. It is a chat room, and it's just really fun to talk with you guys between episodes. But now we're gonna jump into this episode, and now we're gaining some wealth here, which is good. So one thing we have been setting up here is to get the goats, because the next thing we really need to get is the leather and eventually boots. Because when we level up these to the next level, we're gonna need boots to keep them happy. And we also gotta think that this new area that we're building here, you can see that we have 2 houses right here on the other side as well. They will be working in this granary. We can actually upgrade that right now. And to get these veggies, you can also see that they cost a lot of money. So I think we're gonna get into the money problem in this episode. But before we do that, let's start getting some goats here, and you just press on the burgers plot, and these houses have already been made into animal pens. And to get these, you have to pay 25, which is quite a lot early on. But we're gonna do like this just to get a couple of goats here, so we can get some leather eventually. We're gonna have to get those tanneries up and running as well. I'm also gonna make sure that these 2, I think if you go on the people's tab here in the circle, you can press the building here, and we can see that these guys are living in here and living in here. We don't want these guys to work over here. All the families that work in these backyard extensions should be unassigned. They can help with the building and whatnot, but then they should just spend time back here. So if you want to remove these from their job here, one way I usually do is just go in here to the people's tab in here, and where we just were, and reassign them like this to the church, and then remove them from the church, and they should be unassigned. Go back to the circle, take the other family out, put them in there, and remove them. Now both of these guys, if you press the people tab right here, they're unassigned. That means that they can spend all their time in the backyard extension, where there's basically no trees, at least not yet. They're really tiny. That's definitely something new to this update. Those trees start out very tiny nowadays, so keep that in mind. And we do have a lot of families to move in these houses, but that's gonna be good because we're gonna need all the food we can get here, so that's good. And then I'm gonna go into the trading post now, because one thing you guys actually pointed out is in the trade right here. One thing they did update is this. We actually only get 1 from the exporting of the charcoal. So maybe that would not be the best way to go. Maybe the best way actually is just to set the charcoal. The firewood. Anyways, the charcoal is good to have, so I don't mind going this route and just start selling the charcoal. And that right now is the only thing that is making us money, except planks. So we really want to push those level 2 houses right now so we can start making shields and whatnot. Because if we can sell those, we also can build up our army. So maybe we should start gathering these iron resources over here, because we are getting attacked very soon. So let's go into the construction tab right here. And let's press the mining pit. You do need to place this on the mine. And if you have a rich resource, you can squeeze in a couple in here. Don't just do one. But we don't have a rich resource, so we're just going to get one. We're going to go all the way this way. We're not going to build houses over here, because once this iron mine is gone, we're going to remove this building. Not like the fish over here. Because as you can see, these are going to stay here forever. So let's also make sure that we upgrade this granary. Spoilage in this game is based on percentage, as always. Alright, let's see where they did move in. Did they move in here? Yes. So very good. You are going to go straight into this fisherman hut. And as you saw right there, we went into the burgers plot, pressed on people, and then choose this button to manually assign families. Do not use this button right here. Worst thing you can do, at least late game. It's going to be big problems. Now we need families to work in the granary. And now we're getting fish. That should save us for the winter. Which is very good. We do need to keep an eye out for those outlaws and bandit camps that will show up on the map. Because right now I'm thinking about it would be wise to expand to another region. But I kind of want to go to this region because we have a rich iron deposit. That would be nice to actually take advantage of. So we're not going to grow too big in this island right here. Not island, I play too much Anno. But we're not going to make this too big before we actually expand to another island. But not island, other region. So we need money in the treasury to do that. So it's time to get the manor up and running. And as you can see now, we are getting this. This is popping up because we can now start to upgrade some houses, which is very, very good. So I might actually just pop in 2 houses right here. If we can squeeze them in, I'm going to make sure that we can have 2 families in each. So here we got 3 houses, but if you press this, we get 2 houses, but eventually we can add another family in there. So that's very good. I'm not sure I want to row this way. But I do want the tannery to plop in here, because these will be the shoemakers and maybe potentially also some iron makers from the iron ore over here. And we're going to take advantage of winter, because winter is coming right now. And then these guys that work over here cannot work there in winter, so they're going to go over here to the iron ore. And they're going to work for us. So we can actually do that right now. So if you press here on these guys, I'm going to press on this. They're living over here, so it's going to be quite a walk for them. But we're going to put them in here for the winter. Let's make sure we add the other one. It's in here. And then, nope, we don't want to do that. I also got a question why we have 2 forager huts. I actually end up with 3 eventually, maybe even 4. And the reason why I don't put 4 families in here, because they fill the pantry up very quickly. So have multiple forager huts, because if you fill up the pantry, first of all, the spoilage, like I said, percentage, will spoil very quickly. But also, if that's full, they will start working. So it's very important to keep that in mind when you build this. Alright, we have another family that we can put in this granary. Very good. And I think we did an advanced setting here. You want to do this even though you are a beginner. Trust me. Go into the advanced button and then just choose the food items you want in this granary, which is actually only fish basically. So you go there. Do we have a limit on the fish? 122. 112. Yeah, that's right where we are. You know what? I'm gonna put this down to 90. And get some more fish. We can't get fish in the winter, but yeah, that's where we're gonna go. And now the last family that did move in here, I'm actually gonna think about putting you into the granary right here, because if you press on the marketplace, you gotta keep an eye on this. You do want granary workers, so you're gonna go in there. And how are we doing over here? Are we getting any trees pop? Yeah, there we go. Now the trees are coming up as well. Growing very slow. This whole area is gonna take some while before we get going, but if we get this above 80, they're gonna be very happy, and we will get 2 migrants each month. So now when we have food on the market, they're gonna be very happy, and this will pop up. So it's time to get the manor up. I'm just gonna see if we can fit one more in here. Needs maintenance. Okay, so one thing that we really need to get is to go into here and start importing tools, because tools is more important than ever in Manor Lords. So let's do 20. I guess we can even buy this, because we need to import those tools really quickly now. And now let's see if we can get those goats, because goats is not only gonna give us hides, it will also give us food. So very good to get those up. And get these guys right here as well. Money is coming in slow but steady, so that's very good. There we go, we got some goats here. And then I think I'm just gonna see where they actually move in first, but we really need to get this food area going, and maybe potentially building these extensions right here. I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna have them like so, because we are gonna need food for this area. So press the negative here, and I will say maybe these are too big, but we're gonna do those 5. I just heard another family move in. They popped in here, and these guys are the families that will be working in the granary. So make sure to give them the no, we're not gonna do animal pen actually. We are gonna do the apiaries, because apiaries do increase the yield of these farms back here. So get these apiaries up. They're pretty expensive, cost 50, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be very much worth it. And now we cannot afford anything here, so that's gonna have to wait until we have some more money. Very good. All right, let's see if we can get the manor up. We have raiders coming in 17 days, so be ready for that as well. The manor, you want to place that strategically close to the border. If you have a nice hill or whatnot, it would be nice, for example, to put the manor of like up here. And I might actually do that, because that's gonna look so much more pretty than put. You know what? I'm gonna do this. If you're a beginner, I would recommend that you put the manor close to the border, because that is where the raiders are coming from, and you always want to have your retinue ready for that. So what we're gonna do? We're not gonna do that. We are gonna build this manor right here. Yeah, right there. Can we fit a garrison tower? No, we can't. We're missing timber. All right, anyways, they're gonna build a manor. So let's see if we can get the road to connect this. Why is it not letting me connect? All right, we're gonna wait till to finish that manor. I guess we can do a road, at least from here. Can we do? Oh, we're gonna. Oh, this is pretty cool. We're gonna have to make a bridge over here and come over there. There we go. Wow, that's beautiful. I love these small little bridges right here. I wonder if we can walk on these, because the big bridges we cannot walk on. It's not looking too good. I mean, we came over the water, I guess, so I wish they would make it so we can walk over those, but I mean, it's not a priority. All right, 9 days. We're gonna have to start thinking about getting those outlaws here, or those mercenaries. If we get outlaws coming from this way, we want the raiders, not raiders, we want the mercenaries here already, right? So what I want to do is, I am going to get, how much do we have? 100? Oh, that's a lot of money. The thing is, I think we can handle this with only 1. I was thinking about getting these, but these should be enough. I'm going to get these. Sign this contract. And now we have the mercenaries coming in from way over here. So, ooh, a bandit camp just showed up. That usually happens when you have raiders coming. Maybe we can pick that off on the way. No, it's way over there, so we can't do that right now. Quite unfortunate. But we're going to go and get those eventually. And I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to use our army for this fight. And that's why you really want to build up the economy before getting some armies in your town, because it's so much easier to just get those mercenaries. Alright, manor. That's going to take ages to build. 3%. Alright, here we go. Raiders coming. Alright, let's see where they're coming from. They're coming from this region over here. That's actually pretty good. So if we can face those guys over here, we should be... Where are you going? Oh, don't tell me this game is... Oh, no. Where are you going? Another rules army was sighted. Oh, is it pushing the bandit camp? You better not, because I want this bandit camp. You know what? Let's see what this region is called. It's called yeah, that name right there. Or Frostcheck. Alright, let's see if we can get some more mercenaries. He probably... Frostcheck. Did he hire mercenaries? No, he didn't. Burenbach. These are kind of... No, it's not the same. You know what? I'm just going to get these. Because I'm not really sure where you guys are coming from. They're coming from my region. Okay, that's fine. So... Another rules army was sighted. You're going to have to go here and push these. You go up this way. Is he going for my... And why is there only 2? Because usually there's like at least 3 cups. You're going to have to run after these guys because we're not going to give him that influence. Come here, run and get them. We don't want him to fight. Come on, come on, come on. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Where are these guys at? You can actually start running. We don't want to pay for these twice. And it's very crucial that we get this camp. Because if we don't get that camp, we don't get the money to the treasury here. So very crucial. Alright, let's speed up this game. You just run and get those. You face these guys. Because that's going to... Oh, there we go. They're turning around. Alright, go and kill these guys. This should be a fairly easy fight. They're broken. And... Come on, break them. There we go. Broken. Got the influence. Very nice. I am... should we disband those? Because I don't see any more raiders. That might be one of the updates that did come here to this new patch here. Usually there are way more outlaws coming for the first raid. But now we can push these here because we need the money for the treasury. We also want the influence. And speaking of influence, we can now claim our 3rd region. So we go into the map as you saw right there, and if you press on any region that you want to claim except this one, you press here to get this for 1,000. If you want this one that he owns, first of all you're gonna have to fight him, but you're gonna have to spend 2,000 influence, and that's quite a lot of influence. All right, let's go over here and take them out here. Archers are very quick. I'm gonna send you on the side here because then you can go and deal with these guys. Archers coming around this way. You're gonna go and claim this camp. Claim the camp, claim the camp. We don't really worry about these guys. We just want to kill the bandits here before the 11 days because then we have to pay for these guys again. Sending this to my treasury so we can afford more mercenaries. And then go in here and fight these guys. Shouldn't be too hard to deal with these guys. And they should be broken. 9 days and we remove these guys and we should be good to go. Unless there are more bandit or outlaws coming from that first raid. I think we're good though. So we can go back here to my region or our region and see how we're doing. It should be popping in over here. Yep, we have another one popped in here. I'm going to move you into this one. And now we do have honey. Look at that. So if we go into the food, I think the honey's over here, right? Yeah, we got 4 honey. Region claim. There we go. We got 10 milk. Oh, so we get milk from the goats now. I saw something about that. Okay, good. So we're getting food from the goats. We can actually have that stored over here as well. We're going to allow milk into this one. Honey, rye flour, milk. There we go. You can allow milk as well. That's fine. Alright, so now we have goats. And you can see that by looking in here. We do have those goats. And now we're gonna need 1 tannery, and the tannery is in the construction tab right here. Go to industry and the tannery should be right there. They will turn the hides into leather and that's gonna make them happy. And now the manor is almost done too. Very nice. Very, very nice. And we're not doing too well with the planks. And I know for a fact that we do have a couple of unassigned families here. So what I want to do is put these guys into the forester huts. And there's one right there. If you place... There we go. And the reason why is because you can see the trees are coming away from here. And that is because we're not planting enough trees. The more trees we plant in this area, the less these guys have to walk to go and get the trees. So that's going to be crucial. I think all of these guys are assigned now. There we go. And guys, if you're still watching, we are so close to 4,000 subscribers. So if you do like Manor Lords, and if you want to see more Manor Lords, you know what to do. And now we have one moved in here. We are really desperately... Oh, wow. They're very expensive. I wonder if these get more and more expensive. Alright, we're going to have to figure out a way to get money here. Alright. Food is the first problem we will fix right here. Hopefully we can afford it. But then the next thing will be the money. Actually, I'm going to get some oxen here. So if you press a hitching post, you can order an ox here. Because whenever you build, we're going to need a lot of oxen. And the next thing how we get money here, guys, is to start producing something with those planks. And how we're doing here. Are we getting the clay? Yep, we are getting the clay. Nice. So maybe actually... No. I'm going to remove you guys. The next area where we're going to make money is the roof tiles. This is the money maker. We have a rich resource and we haven't even used it yet. That is not good. So we're gonna fill this area with families. Hopefully we can get this above 80. Why is it not popping up? It could be food variety. So as soon as we get more food variety from this area, they're gonna be a lot more happy, and then we'll have 2 families joining us each month, and then everything here will fill up very, very quickly. But the tiles, that is what we're gonna have to plan for. And now we have a rich resource. So let's go into the gathering tab. And as you can see, you can just plop this in here. But we want to squeeze in as many as possible. Before it was 3, but we're going to think about the collapse zone as well. So there we go. Increased collapse chance. So it looks like we can only fit... Oh, wow. Can we only have 1? Sorry, I'm not going to put you there. Let's slow down the game and see if we can just... if I put you way over here, as far as possible... Can we squeeze one in? It looks like they're only letting me 1. Increased collapse chance. Should we gamble a bit here, guys? Yeah, let's gamble. Let's place 2 in there and let's see what happens. So we're gonna need workers for this area. So let's get a road just to connect over here, because I kind of want to. And then this road can go here and connect. Yeah, let's just connect this over here. There we go. So now houses will be built here for the workers, but still they're not going to be able to move in there for a long time. Unless we actually take these guys. That would actually be a good idea. These guys will work in the granary that is right here, but temporarily we need them to go into the mining pit. Actually, one of you can... oh, we're going to need even more tools. One of you guys can actually go over here. So there we go. We have 1 in each. And... since we have a rich resource, we can actually get this. This costs 50, but then we can get as much as we want. This will never run out. I'm not going to get this now, even though we have money for it, because we're going to save up that money. And then we're going to go into the industry, and we're going to get the clay furnace. And we do have the storehouse right here. I think this is a marketplace. Yeah, so we're going to move. First of all, let's get an ox. And then we're going to move these hitching posts. I'm going to put you... I'm going to put 1 right there. I'll put 1 over here. And I'm going to put 1 right there. Alright. Because this area right here, this is where we're going to put some clay furnaces. Potentially some houses as well. So I'm going to do a row like this. And then clay furnace. Can we squeeze you in? You know what? Let's remove the road first. And let's get those clay furnaces up first. And then we can actually get the... road. So something like this. There we go. Houses can go on this side. Did anyone move in? Nope. And no one did move in here. I just remember this side right here. Yeah, the tannery is right there. Yeah, these guys, 1 will work in a tannery and 1 will be a level 2 shoemaker. That's why we built those there. No one is working in the tannery right now. That will be wise to actually put 1 in there. I did not remove those guys. Ooh, I just did remove these. Because we don't need them to work here, but we need the mushrooms. This is why I don't really like to micromanage too much, because you do forget about these. So, let's see here. Unassigned. Yep, you go in there. Granary worker, and unassigned. There we go. And this here as well. This is herbs. Now, maybe would be the time to get herbs, because herbs will stop our families from becoming sick. So that's actually pretty good to have. So there we go. I'm just gonna make sure that these guys are all working, and that's the only negative about this micromanaging, is that you need to keep an eye out for where. Look at this, we have one on the sign right here. So you should definitely go into the charcoal, because I think, yep, look at this, we definitely need more charcoal workers. We have 1 and 2, so maybe one of these can also go in here. There we go. So 1 and 1, and then charcoal burner. This is the forester hut. I'm just gonna see if you take the limited area work here. We're gonna make that a bit bigger, and he can plant this in this whole area right there. And now we should be getting those mushrooms, and the food should be covered, I hope. And now we have money to hopefully get some apples. That's gonna take some time. Oh, should we get apples here as well? No, we should definitely go for the pears. Or, oh, you know what? Let's get quinces. Quinces is, we're not gonna get as much yield. It's gonna be quicker though, and it's gonna be the food variety. That's gonna make them very happy, because they said due to this that they are increased approval from food variety. That's what we like to see, and that's what we want to push this up to 80. So that's definitely something we want here. So now the dim move into all these houses. Let's make sure if you go into here, you can say that we have 34 clay. So I'm going to remove one of these guys from here, and I'm going to move you into the clay furnace. And we're going to go back here to the trader right now. This is the trading post. And here we can sell stuff. And we're going to go into the roof tiles. We're going to export roof tiles. And we're gonna have to pay this, because this is a major trade route. We only get 2 from this. Oh jeez, I think that was like 8 before. Well, anyways, we're gonna keep 10, sell the rest, because hopefully that will make us rich. I mean, this, oh, they changed a lot of stuff here in the trade. Very, very cheap. Look at this, only 2 for the spears. Swords are way better to sell. Oh wow, look, war bows only 2, crossbows, oh wow. We're gonna make this large shield, because you get 3. Yeah, they did a lot of stuff in there. Shoes, look at that, shoes 7, that is gonna be our go-to. I cannot wait until we have families moved in here. How much, we have 44 hides. That's not enough, but that's good enough. Good enough for now. We are gonna start selling shoes, and that's when we actually start making bank. But we did have someone move in. There we go. I'm gonna make sure that we have these as, I think I'm gonna get veggies for like 3, and I did just hear another bandit camp. I'm gonna go and clean those out soon, and then we're gonna do orchards on this side right here. That way we have 3 and 3. We can have all variety. And then for these, I'm gonna go for veggies, and then I'm gonna do apples and pears, something like that. All right. You always want to go and clear out those bandit camps, because like I said in the last episode, if you don't clear them out, they will get the influence. So they are in Nesweiss, and we're gonna see if we can get some mercenaries for that. Frost check. You know what? I'm gonna get these guys. They're gonna go in for a little hike right here, but you're gonna go and clean these guys out. Shouldn't be a problem, because there are 2 outlaws right there. Let's go back here. The manor is up and running. Wait, we actually got the... Oh, really? Oh, nice. Well, can we get a road connected? Why can't we connect the road to this? Still some bugs in this game, guys. Alright, never mind. I'm just gonna do like this. Alright, let's go back here and see how we're doing. Yeah, they're still far away. The best tip I can give you, whenever you hire mercenaries, just stay with them. I don't know how many times I'm going back to micromanage and fixing my town, and then I forget about these guys. And just like that, you lose all your treasury, because you keep paying those 30 money each month, and you're gonna be broke. So keep an eye on these, so you don't forget to disband them. Just gonna see here. Where are they? They are. Okay, just straight on attack. No tactics here. Just take them out quickly. Shouldn't be a problem. Once they're out, we should be able to go and get this camp. Just gonna take you. Are we actually? No, I was gonna say, were we struggling? All right, now they're out. Go and get this camp. Send this to the treasury, and yes, it's nice to get money, but this is what we want. Look at that. We have 1k influence again, and I'm gonna claim this region because I like it. So there we go, claiming another region, just claiming the whole map. I'm not gonna claim his region just yet because I mean we're gonna need an army for that. And armies are coming, don't worry. But to expand to another region, if you're wondering how you do that, you go into the construction tab, hit this, and then go to the settlements camp. So once you're here, you can just place this down. Yeah, I cannot even show you because we don't have enough goods. You can get this for 250. But do not get this for 250. Wait until you have like 700, I think, something like that. Because then you get more resources to start off, and then you're gonna get a better boost. So can't tell you that enough. Just wait, be patient. And now we get those roof tiles. Yes, look at that. So hopefully we can start selling that and really start making bank. And my plan is to get this area up and running, and we are gonna make so much roof tiles. It won't even be funny how much we're gonna sell of those roof tiles, and we're gonna make money. And now we should be able to get this. Oh, we have quinces, right? Both of these guys should need another family, and they're gonna get another family very soon. Not now. These, however, are gonna get these set up already. The next family will move in there, so I'm gonna get them as well. And now we have the honey, we got apples, and everything here is looking pretty good. Look at that, the trees are growing. Soon there will be the maximum size. This side, I'm gonna do pears, apples, and quinces. Look at that, very good. They will move in here eventually. We just claimed another region, guys. Look at this. And one tip you can get as well, bandit camp. Oh, he's claiming this region. Bandit camps, they will only show up in regions where no one has claimed the area. So for example, if you want the bandit camps to spawn here, claim all other regions, then you don't have to walk as far because the bandit camps will just keep spawning in here. Now he's claiming another region, and if we fight him, we win, and we get the region. We don't need to spend any influence. The problem is we don't have any money to buy mercenaries, so he's gonna have to claim that region, unfortunately. There we go, just another family popping in. Nice. And this is gonna be pretty slow here, but the goal is to get more families to move in so we can push this above 80. Very crucial to get that up and running. Why are they not moving in here? I think they're gonna move in here first, and then we're gonna get these guys, because if we actually get the leather on the market, you know what, I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna put these guys in the tannery. Maybe that will actually speed up the process. Let's try that one more time. How many can fit in here? Let's get 3 in here. You don't want these guys with this big backyard to actually be working here, but for now they're gonna be in here. And for these guys to have these very big buildings, you're gonna make them into small holdings if you have this unlocked. Otherwise you cannot do it. That means that these guys will not work with any buildings and whatnot. They will just stay back home and work in their huge back gardens. So there we go. Now we should be getting some leather. Yes, we have 2 already, and hopefully that will fix some of the happiness here, because we really need this to go above 80. Come on, we want 2 monthly migrations each month. That's gonna be very good. All right, Church, how are you doing? Oh, water, by the way. One thing we do need to keep an eye out for is water. Yeah, the water access is looking good. However, it would be wise to actually do some upgrades here on the water, so I'm gonna do that. There is a water right there as well. And always when you do expand, do not forget to put down more wells. Very crucial. And one thing, I'm not sure if you have noticed it, but we haven't really built that much, but it's not like we really need logs any longer. Like whenever we want to build something, we have enough logs to be building, and that's why we really wanted to get this area up quickly. Now I kind of want to get more families over here, and I might actually do that, because we want 1 in here, and yeah, potentially 1 and 2 over here in the lodging camp. So I'm gonna do 3 houses here. 3 houses. Let's go this way. I'm going all the way here. You know what? I'm not a big fan of this, but I really just want 3 workers over here. And it's because I want 1 in the saw pit, I want 1 in the logging camp, and 1 in this logging camp, right? So that's going to be good. How are we doing with charcoal? We're not getting enough firewood. And I'm guessing because they have to walk too far. So one idea wouldn't... Yeah, you know what? I might just get... might just get one, potentially 2 foundries in here as well to work in here. So we can get some more logs. Potentially adding one in the forester hut right there. Because if we can plant those trees, then I don't have to walk as far. Alright, are we getting 80 yet? No, we're not getting 80. Well, I'm telling you, it's going to be the food variety that's going to be the game changer for this. So maybe we should get some chicken coops up and running. Maybe have chicken coops in these right here. They haven't moved in here, and it's going to be a while before they do. But I'm going to get the chicken coops here just to get some variety up and running here. And now, soon these fields will really, really give us a variety. And yeah, we did get all of those as well. Nice. So hopefully soon we're going to get that food variety and push this above 80. Very good if that would happen. And then eventually we're going to start planning for this area over here. This is going to be a small little section for trade where we're going to set that up. I might actually start building that already. So what we need over here, I'm not going to build the houses just yet. But what we need here is, I'm going to do like this. 2 rows like, yeah, it's going to do like this. Doesn't look too good, but it's going to be efficient. So over here, what you want to place here is obviously in the logistics, you want to get these trading posts down. So I'm going to get, yeah, I'm going to get 4. You want these on the King's Road. So let's start with those. And then the most crucial part for this area is the storehouse, believe me or not. So we're going to get 2. Yeah, we're going to get 2 storehouses in here. One will just go and get all the supplies we're selling. That's the only thing they will do. And I like doing this in the winter because in the winter time, these guys are not working in their fields, so they can definitely help out and build. And everything is going to be a lot quicker. And speaking of quicker, we should probably get an animal trading post as well. I'm going to get this up right there. How much do we actually fit? We have room for 33 oxen. So if we can get this livestock trading post right here, you can find this right here in this livestock trading post right there, right next to the trading post. Here we can start buying oxen, maybe actually get some sheep as well. But we really want to do that because that's going to be very, very good because we are going to need those oxen if we're going to start building like this. And then let's see if we can manually buy one as well. There we go. We do need horses as well. We're going to need a lot of livestock. And we're also going to need a lot of hitching posts over here. So let's see where we actually can build those. Because we want this pretty close. Let's see if we can go into the region. But we want these pretty close to this area. Because you always want to have horses nearby. And let's see here. There is going to be a road right here that connects. Let's see if we just build this trading post first. Can we afford it? Yep. There we go. And then we can do this road to come around. There we go. And I think here we're going to need a small marketplace. So let's go a road like this. Because we're going to have houses over here. And those houses will still need a marketplace for food and whatnot. And on this side, let's do the road to come around. And this storehouse right here, they will not need any marketplace. They're just going to gather all this stuff. I'm going to show you later. And then we're going to pop in even more stables here. And that is for all the horses that are going to be in this area. And now we can fit 4 horses each trading post. So we're going to need a lot of stables here. So there we go. Pop them in there. So have that area built now in the winter. Very good. Planning for the future here. Gotta think long term. How we're doing over here. We might have to get this very soon. Oh no, they're very slow. Very slow. But money is looking good. Money is looking good. So let's see here. They're not really popping in there, but there should be any second now. And if they do, and if I can, I'm gonna make this into a level 2 right away, because then we could potentially get those shoes on the market. Cost 10 and 6 planks. Yeah, that would be nice. And now that should be the next houses where they actually move in, if I didn't see wrong. In the meantime, I can actually prepare for these. Alright, there's all veggies right here. Okay, so apples here, pears here, and then I think I said beetroots, and then I'm gonna go carrots and cabbage on these 2 right here. Alright, good. And yes, they moved in. So if you press this building right now, you can see this green house right here. That means that we can upgrade our first house here. And you kind of want to upgrade these houses over here as well with the burgers plots. And the reason why is because if you look... Are they cold? Wait a minute. That makes no sense. We have enough. You know what? Let's overstock a bit here. See if we can overstock. Like, yeah, we might need more workers in there. Anyways, if you go into the general, you can see the pantry. Only 25. And that is what I said before about the spoilage. Not good. But if we get this upgraded to level 2, we're going to get an extended pantry. And that's going to be very good for us. But now let's make sure they finish this building because... bandit camp. We need that money. Oh, it's way over here. It's the last region. Hangstra. Yeah, that name right there. Let's see if we can go there with some mercenaries. And yeah, both of these are coming from that region. We're going to pick the cheapest one. Alright, there we go. Go and deal with these guys quickly. We're gonna be a while before we actually get some influence here, but yeah, we will get attacked. Actually, archers coming around this way. Go straight on. Archers just push this way. We might actually lose that fight with these guys. New message? Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, who is messaging me? Alright, you're gonna go back and help these guys because they're struggling. But yeah, we will get raiders attacking us. Slow but steady. So we're still gonna get that. There we go, broken. We're still gonna get that influence. So we kinda need an army over here. How much iron did we get? We got 75 iron ore. That's actually pretty good. I might turn this into, you know what I will do? Alright, first of all, this guy. Since this is a level 2, we can now choose more options here. Very good. And we're going to get the cobbler. Get that cobbler, get those shoes. We have 84 leather. That's a lot of leather. And maybe go in here. Alright. Leather. I was going to do a limited area here. Production limit. No, just keep producing. We don't need hide, so just produce leather. That's fine. But the cobbler, I might set a limit right there. This guy right here, you should be the one that is actually working in this tannery. And these guys are the workers in here. So I'm going to remove these guys. That way they can spend time in the backyard. This guy is going to be manually assigned to the tannery. And if we just finish this, this is... Oh, actually, we need an ox. Let's give me an ox. Let's go back here. This is the trading post. I know it's marsh right now and they're gonna need to work in this area. Unfortunately, all these guys that are working here, they're gonna spend some time in this animal trading post because we are gonna trade for oxen. So we're gonna import oxen and that's gonna cost some money here, but that's fine. We want to have, I mean, let's do 30 oxen because why not? 35 oxen. There we go. Horses. Import horses. 3. Let's do 20. So 55 stable space is going to be needed. We have 47. That will be fixed over here. That's gonna. Now we're going to spend money too. So keep that in mind. If you don't have money here, they will not buy horses and whatnot. But yeah, get these up here quickly. Well, it's no rush. There's going to be some time before they actually go and get the horses and oxen, but there we go. Get these up so we can actually have room for all of them. Keep in mind we're going to do a small little area for these guys that work over here. And if they work over here, they still need a church. They do need water. They need a marketplace because they need food. And there's literally no water here. That is not good. Closest water is right here. That's insane. But yep, we're going to have to do this. We might actually build a town this way somehow. So we can get the water. That's gonna be the closest point to get water. Alright, 8 houses to fill. So is these houses and then over here to fix the timber production. After the timber production, we are fixing this production. So we need a total of 6 families right here to work in these 2. And then 10 for that one. Wow. Well, we're gonna start simple by just doing this. Maybe not that big. If we just do like this, press the negative. Look at this. 6 families. Perfect. Well, eventually 6 families. And then for this area to work in these clay furnaces. Because this is how we're going to make money, guys. Can we fit 5 houses with an extra extension. Look at this. How perfect. So there we go. We're gonna make roof tiles like never before. You might even have to add someone in this storehouse. Yep, look at this. We definitely need storehouse workers. So I'm gonna do... How many houses can we fit going this way? 3. Eventually 6. Yeah, I might get those in there eventually. Not now. But we definitely need to add more families in these storehouses. Look at this popping in. And for some reason, we're still not pushing above 80. It's not good. Not good at all. And I really think it is the food variety that's going to limit us. Unless it could be the storehouse because we're not getting enough supplies here. Church access. Maybe we get this to level 2. They will be happy. We need to buy the stone and we need to buy the... Actually, we don't need to buy the mortar. We can actually make the mortar. But we still need the dressed stone. But if we get a level 2 church, they're definitely going to be happy. So I'm going to spend some money here and get those dressed stone. So going to the trade, if we can afford 280. Are you kidding me? That's going to be expensive. This is a lot harder now to get money. But we really need the dressed stone. And you can't get dressed stone in the region where you don't have a rich deposit of stone. And we don't have, yeah, we don't even have stone left. Mortar we can actually get without any problems. But yeah, we're gonna wait and see if we can get this area up and running. But we are gonna get even more goats in this area. So let's get those goats up and running here. So now, I usually don't spend that much time getting these up and running. But I usually struggle with food. So it's a bit slower start here. But I'm telling you, get these up here. Because this is the easiest, most depending way to get food. You really want to get those up. And then we're just going to keep getting these into animal pens. Because animal pens is going to be good for us. Because we can get goats. And speaking of goats, we have 55 shoes. Yes, now we're going to make money, guys. Look at this. Go into the trade. Go into crafting materials. No. It's in, yeah, commodities. Export those shoes. 280. This is where we spend the money. Investments. And keep 20, sell the rest. Now we're gonna make a bank. Hopefully. Let's go into the records here. Exports. Selling charcoal, planks. Yeah, charcoal is a go-to. Hopefully the roof tiles will pick up that as well. As soon as we have families moved in there. And they will move in there soon. We just need to plop in here. The only thing is, everything is going so dang slow. Before, it was pretty easy to get those 80% approval. Now we're not even close. But even, you know what? We're going to pull, yeah. I'm going to get the mortar and then we can get the dressed stone. Because the level 2 church is definitely going to push us above that. So if you go into the industry tab again. And the mortar is right there in the lime kiln. I'm going to temporarily just place this right here. Just to get the mortar. We want how much to do? We want 10. So I'm going to do 20. Just so we can have another church in the future. And we don't even have stone rubble. Okay, so that is the next problem. You always want to have stone rubble. Because if it's not a granary that needs to be upgraded, it's something else, right? So keep at least 20 stone rubble at all times. Maybe actually unlock this as well, so a trader comes and give us that every now and then. Alright, good. Planks. Soon we're going to start making shields and whatnot. So I'm going to do 200. And I'm kind of scared that we don't really have any defenses right now. So that is something I kind of want to look into. You're a tanner. I just heard someone move in. Still down here. Okay, so these guys right here, I'm actually thinking about making them to level 2. And start making something out of the... We're going to make shields and planks. Well, shields out of planks, and we're going to make spears, I think. Yeah, spears and planks. Well, spears and shields. And the last one will probably work here, I think. And then we're going to remove those. Because right now we don't have any defenses. And if we get attacked, and we will get attacked in a second now. And we're going to be ready for that. Regional wealth is at all-time low. But again, we are still buying oxen. Look at that. We have 25 now. Look at that. Nice. Now we're going to start buying those horses. see here. No, we're gonna need 35. Okay, soon. All right, good. 79. All right, this is up and running. So again, temporarily just taking these families out of here, just to go into this one. Keep this always refueled. And if you go into the advanced tab, we don't want any more than 20 mortar. All right, look at this. Look at that. That was quick. Just jumped up. Exports shoes 350 just like that by selling 50 of them. Amazing. So that means that we are going to spend even more money. Oh no, that costs 400 now. Well, that is what it is. I mean, getting money before Manor Lords, that was not an issue. Now it is kind of hard, to be honest. It's not gonna be easy here. Yes, someone moved in. All right, that was the last family that did move in here. Work in those fields, give us some food, and then eventually next family that does move in, it will be over here. Now, fuel is not looking too great either. So what we want to do is actually go into the trade here and go over there. Oh, we still okay. So just keep 200 then. Keep 200. We're not doing too good here with the fuel either. You can definitely tell there's been a lot of updates on this game. It's harder to stack charcoal, for example. I really want to get that area up and running better. This area is empty too, I know, but I'm thinking about making this into like fields. Once we remove the trading post from here, then this could be two big fields for like apples and whatnot. But look at this. Look at all that food. Look at all that food. That's going to be harvested in the next month. And if we don't get this above 80, I'm not sure what we will do. Market variety. Good. You know what? One thing that could be the issue is actually this. I don't like taking these guys. But we're going to put you guys in the storehouse. And let's see if that actually helps. Look at that. Now that looks better. Bandit camp sighted. Very crucial that we get those bandit camps, especially now, because we need money to get more mercenaries. And that's gonna be pretty close. I'm gonna go for this one. And these archers are armored, so they're not gonna struggle taking these on. So go there and take them out. We cannot forget about those guys. Just keep that in mind. We're gonna go back soon. I just want to get this above 80. So bad, so bad. And I'm not really sure what to do. Let me know in the comments what you think. But in here, I'm gonna get... Ooh, what's the chicken coops? Maybe that will help with the food variety. Yeah, get chicken coops. Alright, how are we doing over here? Over there, here already. Good. Not spending too much time on this. Go here, take the camp. It's right there. There we go. Send to treasury and remove these. There we go. 300. Soon we will be able to start a new region. And here we have the iron deposit that we've been asking for. Very, very good. Because I'm really thinking we shouldn't be expanding too much here. We obviously want to start building up a defense here. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what else to do here. But we're going to speed up the game here a bit. Just so we can have families moved in here. Yes. Now, the first thing we want to do once they moved in. If it lets me parse the building. There we go. Upgrade this right now. Upgrade this ASAP. Because this family is going to start making, I think, shields? Swords maybe will be the... wait a minute. We have iron ore. No. We are going to make these into the blacksmith. There we go. So we're going to make sure they actually make spears right away. This one next to them will start making wooden shields. Wooden shields will be sold as well. Now we have no money. Probably because we're buying a lot of horses and oxen. We have 33 oxen. 2 more and then we're getting the horses. So that's very good to see. And then hopefully, how much clay do we have? 11. Yeah, this area is not really working either. These guys that are working in the mining pit is not supposed to be there. We have 20 mortar. Nice. Now we can remove these guys so you go back to the work of your extensions. I'm keeping this for now. And now we only need dressed stone. I mean only, but yeah, if that goes up, I'm pretty sure we should get those 80%. But But that's just going to be so tough. All right, let's go back in here. They're making... Yes, good. Oh, we still need iron slabs. Oh, no. We need a bloomery. We need a bloomery. We need a couple of bloomeries. This is just temporarily. But right now, we really need those iron slabs. More than anything. I'm not sure how many can work in each, so I'm just going to put one in each. Before it was like 3, but I might have changed that right now. But finish those so we can get those iron ores turned into iron slabs. Someone just moved in. Nice. There we go. Get these upgraded. We can't start making shields unless that is upgraded. Very crucial to do that. So keep that upgraded. Bloomery 2 in each. This is also gonna take tools, but it is what it is. I'm gonna put these guys in here as well. Oh, it's just 5. Okay, so you go into, is it this one? Yeah, there we go. So that way we have 2 in each, I think. Yeah, 2 in there, 2 in there, and 2 in there. Let's get those up and running. I'm gonna keep these fuel stockpiles up here so they will always be working. Because right now we are desperate need of spears. And how you get an army, you might ask. We already have one, right? But we want a big one. So you go into the army tab. We have 20. If you go in here and press on this, we now have 2. You can actually drag these next to each other. Like, let's do like this. There we go. So 10 in each. Once we start getting more weapons, we have no right now. Once we have spears and large shields, those will just keep filling out. So this one is done. Nice. Why can't we make you into... We're missing money. We are broke. We've been spending too much money buying horses. Maybe that will be a pause on the horse buying for now. I'm gonna pause this temporarily. I mean, we do need horses, I know. But we are actually spending a lot of money here, guys. So maybe... I'm gonna add another horse here. Maybe that would actually help. I'm not sure if we... Yeah. Because we only have 3 families, so I guess that's not gonna work. Anyways, we have you right there. Now, can we get this? Yes, your shop. Get this up and running quickly. You moved in here. And you might ask what we will be building here. Well, we're gonna make this into a warrior's shop. So we're gonna make those war bows. Very crucial as well. So get this up. And then we can actually start selling those as well. That's how we make money. And we have a lot of planks, which is nice to see. And the next family that does move in will be moving in here. And I'm gonna put that guy in the firewood, woodcutter lodge, because right now we only have 5, and that's gonna halt these guys from working. Transporting, waiting. Yeah, there's someone waiting, so that's not good. But always, whenever you do this, always stay here to make sure you pick the right shields, because sometimes if they would start making small shields right now, which they didn't, then small shields will not work together with spears. So that's why it's very crucial that you actually make sure that works. This guy is going to be the boyer. And 10 times out of 10, this, at least before, started to make war bows. And war bows is not going to be good for us right now. So we're going to make sure this actually make war bows. Meanwhile, we can go in here and just hit this guy. That way we will get archers. And look at this. We're filling up the armies. 3 new troops. Nice. So just finish this, please. 1 more plank and they should be finished. And let's go into the advanced tab. Oh, they're actually making war bows. Nice. So make those war bows and get the army up so we are ready with our defenses. And now the last family that moves in is going to be here. Nice. I'm going to put you over here. And the next thing I kind of want to save up money to get the dressed stone right now, because right now I am in desperate need to get more approval, because getting 1 monthly mine grant has been halting us like crazy, guys. Look at that, 500. Now if we can't afford it, I'm gonna get it. Yep, we're gonna get this, and this is gonna be a huge setback for us, but we're gonna import, so we have 20 of these, so we can upgrade this dang church. If that church is not gonna help us get this to above 80, I'm not sure what will get us up over there. But right now, I don't see any other option. Food and fuel is actually looking pretty good for this big region. But if we want to get the most out of this, we need a second family in these. Potentially even putting some of these guys into small holdings. And these small fields will be enough with only 2 families. But I'm thinking about these 5 right here. They will probably be small holdings, but not for now. And then the next area will be over here. They should be moving in here as well. And then we really can pick up the pace here. Limekill needs to go. And the reason why is because this is the area where we will build houses for this storehouse to work right there. So everything is a lot harder now in Manor Lords. It's harder to stack up money, first of all. And you're going to need a lot of that money, at least in a region like this, to get the stone and even the tools. And let's make sure we are building out the army. It's not filling up here. As you can see, no spears, no large shields. And that is because our families are picking them up. Look at this, 18 and 18. And we're going to get attacked with 3, potentially 4 armies. So we are going to need a lot more spears to come here. How many? We have no iron ore. Alright, so I might actually have to... It's winter now. So you guys go here. Let's get the last of this right here. Pretty quick getting that iron smelted. But there we go. We're going to get even more because without iron slabs or without iron ore, we're not going to get any more spears. So that's going to be a huge problem. No money. How many dress stone? 11 dress stone. Look at that. I am not kidding. We're not gonna end this episode before we actually get that dress stone, so we can get the church upgraded. 1 family did move in here. Nice. I am gonna put you. I'm gonna remove you. Oh, it's just a chance of 2 of the collapse. Did you see that? 2% chance. What if I do like this? Still 2. Alright, so it's fine to have 2 buildings, maybe even 3. Didn't even test. The next family that does move in is going to be living, working in this clay furnace, and we're going to remove you. Because right now we're not making enough roof tiles. And once we really do, once we have a horse carry 50 roof tiles because we have so much of them, then we're going to make money, I hope. I really do hope. And look at this, 7 to 7 right now because they're cold. Cold. 11 dress stone. Well, you go in here now. That means that you can be removed. I always want to keep these fuel stockpiles up. Very crucial that we have them up. Otherwise, we're not going to get anything done. So there we go. And this area right here with the trade, we're going to get into this very soon. We're going to have families living over here. It's not really necessary right now, is it? But we're going to get there soon. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, let's go back here again. 11 dress stone. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to wait until the next episode and we're going to get this going. And in the next episode, if we get this about 78, 79, we are really going to start making money. And that way we can send money to the treasury. Bandit camp, you're sighted. I am kind of scared that we will get attacked very soon. But yeah, getting more money into the treasury is going to make us be able to expand. But I feel like everything is a lot slower now, but I'm not complaining. I feel like that's a nice way to play Manor Lords. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you all for watching all the way to the end. Thank you all new subscribers. Thank you all that liked and comments. And thank you all members. You guys are awesome for supporting more than just watching. And if you want to become a member, you can grab your shield and join the shield wall by pressing join below this video. But again, thank you all for just watching. And if you want to see the next part in this series, you're going to see that video on the screen right now. So keep your axes sharp, and I will see you in the next video.